I fell in love with the series very quickly.
Oh, nice.
I love the way it still is so much of the good versus evil and so much else, but it delves so much deeper into so many things. I love the moment we see the witches and amazing stuff. I'm curious for you.
That's so amazing to hear.
Well, I'm curious for you when you're getting the chance to step into a show like this. What did you want to bring to her that stood out for you, that you thought was important for the character?
Well,
I should say the characters.
Right. Okay, I was about to say, should I spoil that? Or?
I don't think that's a spoiler now.
No, it's not. Yeah. It's out there. I mean, the fans know the entire plot at this point. They've pieced it together.
Yes.
Well, it was really important to me that the characters balanced each other, that they felt like two very different people, and that they were, as characters, representative of the light and dark side of the Force. When it came to May, the dark side of the Force is very seductive. It's, that's its role in the Star Wars universe, is that it seduces. And so I wanted to create a sort of more feminine assassin archetype, and I wanted that to be contrast by the other character who represents light and also is having a lot of internal conflict about her own relationship to the Force. So that was important to me, that you felt that conflict in her.
It's amazing. Manny, looking at what you get to play, he's kind of, I want to say, there's something very curious about him.
Curious is a good word, yeah.
What did you want to bring out in him? Because I can see so much almost like he flips depending who he's talking to.
Yeah, I mean, he is, he's not really about he's not really about the Jedi philosophy, but he's also just at the end of the day trying to survive. He ends up finding himself in this adventure with May, trying to appease her master and trying to survive it in his own way. I mean, the great thing about Chimere is that he kind of gets to create his own path. He's not following either side. He doesn't have any ties to either the dark or the light side. And, with that, you get to bring a lot of fun, quirkiness, and, it's a fun role to play, to just be kind of a rogue or to be somewhat of a renegade.
It's amazing. Did you both have a moment early on set that you were like, this is my pinch me moment on set, like, I can't believe I'm here?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time, always.
But seeing the Jedi Temple for the first time was pretty nuts. And seeing those steps, and I was thinking about where Mace Windu sat, where Qui-Gon Jinn stood, where Obi-Wan Kenobi stood, where Anakin, like all of these iconic scenes take place in that temple, and all of these sets were huge. I think that's an important element to keep in mind. Right. They were awe-inspiring to look at. Yeah,
I think having one of my first few scenes, like with our fellow co-stars who play the Jedi, like with Daphne Keane and with Charlie as well, like them coming into the scene like dressed in these Jedi in the High Republic Jedi wardrobe was there was this visceral feeling, and also as playing Chimere, it was like almost an intimidating feeling, and that was the first time where I was like, oh wow, we're doing this. This is Star Wars, and yeah, this is it.
Is there a moment that you're really waiting for the audience for their jaw to drop, maybe? Is there something that you think is, you don't have to say what it is, but is there something that for you were in a moment going, oh my God, people are going to freak out?
Yes.
Yes.
I think, well, for me, it would be the finale, which so much happens, which is very Leslie Headland-esque.
Yes.
Things that you don't anticipate. Very traumatic things.
Yeah.
It all goes down, and I think she's so great at her format and structure in that sense.
Yeah. Was it? I don't know. I'm assuming maybe it was the first 4 that they gave out, and that's literally just the beginning.
Right.
It's like the first act.
I feel like it's
basically.
almost. I felt like it was like a surface thing, and there's so much more happening that we have to wait for.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot more jaws to drop.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say the last thing is just, did you does the clothing really inspire you when you're on set? How much of it is the clothing?
Totally, that's a huge element. But we
Yeah.
had an amazing costume designer. His name is Jennifer Bryan.
Yes.
And she worked with us really collaboratively and listened to us and gave us kind of character notes. And it was just amazing to put on every single piece. There were probably like, I don't know, maybe 7 pieces of my wardrobe. And like, putting each one on each day like informed the way that I moved and helped me differentiate the characters too.
Amazing. Thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank
Of course,
you.
thank you for being here. Thank you.